were some of your inspirations growing up that got you to playing the sport of baseball?
Some inspirations for me growing up were definitely my family members. You know, I came from an athletic family. My grandfather played football at Ohio State, and my dad played baseball at Ohio State. So, you know, they got me into sports, and then more specialized into baseball. My brother played baseball too. I have an older brother, and he played at Kansas State as well. So we got to play together. So it was definitely a family affair from the start.
Talk about your time there a little bit at Kansas State, because not everybody has had that experience. What did that mean for you to be able to play college ball, especially at a place like Kansas State?
Yeah, it was amazing. You know, especially add on top of that, getting to play a year with my brother was something really special. We had a lot of memories on and off the field, and it was something really special. But yeah, the opportunity was great. You know, I can't thank them enough for giving me that opportunity and what it's come to this now. So it was a really great experience.
What is it like playing with a sibling? You know, I don't know too many people that had that opportunity.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, we have a really special relationship together, and you know, I think what has come from that is being able to do that together, being able to play every day with each other on the field is something that you know, is a bond that's really strong between us, and it was a pretty amazing feeling.
From what I understand, you have an outstanding approach at the plate. What are some of the keys to your success when it comes time to an at-bat?
Well, the biggest thing for me is slowing things down. You know, you don't want to get up there and try to rush your process, rush your plan. You know, you have to take time to look at the pitcher and see what he's doing to other hitters and hitters similar to you. So you have a plan, because you have to have a plan when you get up there, or else you're going to be in some trouble. So, you know, just being able to stick with your approach and slow things down and know your strengths at the plate and sticking to those, you're going to be successful. So that's what I try to think about every time I'm up there.
Athletes do things differently. There's some that watch videos, there's some that just go out there and do. What's your, I guess, technique when it comes time for learning?
Yeah, I like to watch video, especially obviously when things aren't going good. You want to point out those things that are, you know, holding you back a little bit. So that helps me a lot. Even just, you know, picking the minds of our teammates. You know, we have a lot of great guys here that have been around for a long time, and they know what they're talking about. And, you know, any advice I can get by talking anyone's ear off, I'm going to do. So that's the kind of things I like to do, is, you know, talk to my teammates that have been around and you know, watch some video from time to time.
You as an athlete, when it comes time for learning from Mets greats and then a guy like Lucas, you know, the guys who are here on rehab, what does that mean for you to be able to pick their minds, be able to watch them, be able to learn from them? What does that mean for somebody like yourself?
Yeah, it's an amazing opportunity. You know, those guys are up there for a reason. They've figured out what it takes to get there and what it takes to get it done. So anything you can pick from their brain that, you know, might give you a little bit of an advantage over somebody else is always really valuable. So, you know, just being able to spend time with them, you know, realizing they're just like everybody else at the same time, and being able to pick their brains a little bit about the game is really special.
How would you say that you've evolved from, I guess, day one to this point in time right now? How would you say you've evolved?
It's been, you know, I think it's been a great ride. You know, the start of the year, things were going pretty well for me, and then, you know, I had a bad couple months, and you know, that I learned a lot about myself during that time. You know, it's not an easy game. If you're really good, you struggle 70% of the time. So, you know, just being able to overcome that stuff and kind of finish strong for me was really important. So I think to where I was, you know, in the dumps, not playing very well, to where I am now has been really special for me.
What does it mean for you to have an opportunity to play, and hopefully have an opportunity to play for the Mets, but being able to be here at Binghamton, play for a major league organization like the Mets? Just what does all that mean for you?
Oh, it's an opportunity you never take for granted. You know, you come here every day, and, you know, sometimes the days get long. It gets monotonous at times doing the same thing every day, but sometimes you got to step back and really see what you've been able to do, and being able to play in front of the fans here, being able to have this opportunity to chase my dream since I was 5 years old is always special, and that always brings me down to earth pretty quick.
Does the game get any faster, you know, as you go up, as you progress in the system, or is baseball just baseball for you?
I think as you go up, every now and then it'll speed up on you a little bit. I think from high A here, it kind of sped up on me maybe a little bit, but just really the biggest thing is getting comfortable and knowing that you belong here. I mean, you're here for a reason. They brought you here for a reason, and it's having that self-confidence in yourself. That's really the biggest thing. So.
Do you have any, I know, aside from winning, going to playoffs, eventually making the Mets, do you have any personal goals that you're working on as you're here in Binghamton?
Just continuing to be the best player I can be every day. That's the name of the game right now is, it's the end of the season. It's a long season. You really got to come and mentally bring your A game every day. So just being able to stay in it and ride these last few games out before we make a playoff push for me. It's something that I came from an athletic background, and my grandfather was a football coach after he played, so just kind of had that hard-nosed mentality. You can't always be the pat on the back and the be nice all the time. As mean as that might sound, you really gotta put in your kid's mind, this is, you want to win, you want to be competitive, this is how you play, and this is how you do it the right way. And sometimes it takes a lot of hard work, sometimes it takes being mad at somebody for a little bit, but at the end of the day, everything I went through, the good and the bad, was all for a reason and all for a purpose.
So you found that they pushed you, did they treat you differently, pushing you harder because they were your family?
Yeah, they pushed me harder because they knew that's what it took, because they've been there before. And that's what I think some parents get caught up in is, sometimes they haven't really been where they want their kid to be, so they don't know where they're coming from. And that's okay, but at the same time, you're going to have to push really hard to get where you want to be, and sometimes that's not always smooth sailing, So, just trying to balance that and continue to work hard is what my advice would be.
Reflect a little bit about what it means for you as an athlete to have competitive baseball right now. You guys have an opportunity to go for playoffs. You guys have won championships. Not a lot of teams have that opportunity to do that. What does that mean for you personally?
Oh, it's awesome. Being able to compete for a championship is the ultimate goal at the end of the year. It's such a long season. This is what you really look forward to. So being able to share that moment with my teammates and being able to be in a place to succeed and win a championship is always really special, because you have something to look forward to at the end of the year.
And lastly, I always like to have the athletes give a message for the fans at home that are watching this, so just any message you'd like to give, please feel free to do so now.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for all your support the whole season. We really appreciate it, you guys coming out and supporting us, and we hope to see you pack the stadium here in the next couple weeks as we go on this playoff push, so thank you very much.
Cool, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.